Hi, my name is Kathleen, and I just started Coach Diego's program about a month ago with the intention of regulating my thyroid levels. But it seems since then, I have learned that we are also targeting the entire hormonal system, which benefits me greatly because I have PCOS as well, which is also known as polycystic ovarian syndrome. And in the last 2 weeks recently, I've been noticing that I'm more upbeat at work, where I work as a nurse with 12-hour shifts, and I've been able to handle stress more gracefully and accept challenges. There have been compliments from my coworkers that I have had more energy. I greatly value his philosophy of working from within without. I think it's so important to see how important it is that the body needs to heal inside first for it to show externally. Coach Diego has been very, very patient with me from the start and my need to go slow, which I truly greatly appreciate. And I know that he has a lot of knowledge for someone who looks so youthful, but it just gives me confidence that he's credible for what he preaches is what he actually does for himself.
I started working with Diego Reyes about a week and a half ago. My issues were fatigue, bloating, bad thyroid, insomnia, just soreness, no energy, not feeling like doing anything, having a hard time getting up to even go to work. I was so tired in the morning. No matter how many hours of sleep I got, I was tired. And my nephew hooked me up with Diego, and in just a week and a half from following the meal plan and the fitness plan and the routines and the walking and I can fit it into my daily schedule every day. I still work a full-time job and I'm able to do all of this, and I just feel so much better. I have more energy than I've had in years. I used to struggle to get out of bed by 6:45, 7 o'clock to be to work at 8, and now I'm up between 5 and 5:30, and I start my daily routine, and by 7, I have to leave my house at 7:30. I'm usually ready to go by 7 now, and it's just been amazing. And so anyone who wants to feel better, who doesn't want to feel bloated, who wants good gut health, who wants their energy back.
Hey guys, I just wanted to talk about my experience with working with Diego a few months ago, because the dude truly helped me with so much that I thought was never going to get fixed. I was dealing with horrible migraines and I could not figure them out. Like, they were so bad. I had them every single day for 6 months straight, to the point where I got so freaked out I ended up getting an MRI. I went to so many doctors. People wanted to push medication and like the migraine shot on me, and I wanted something that was a permanent fix, not a quick fix. So that's why I really liked Diego's approach and how he wants to help you naturally heal things through the inside out by healing the gut, your hormones. I've also been recovering from coming off the birth control pill 2 years ago. I was on it for 10 years and I've had a lot of complications since I went off of it. I developed PCOS and endometriosis symptoms. I struggle with a lot of digestive issues. My sleep was horrible. My energy levels were horrible. And I just remember telling him, I'm like, I have a lot of issues, and I listed all those for him, but I told him, I'm like, I would be just so, like, my life would be changed if, like, you could at least help me fix, like, my migraines. Like, I don't know what to do anymore. They're so painful, and it was ruining every single day. I couldn't even go to the gym. And we started off with, like, a gut detox, which he works through the whole thing with you. He hopped on calls and explained everything in detail so that I would understand what was going on, if we needed to adjust things along the way based off my life and what was happening and how I was feeling. Like, he was right there and adjusted everything, and through supplements and whole foods and a solid plan with Diego and a lot of education on what was happening in my body, little adjustments here and there with our supplements, like within 2 weeks, I was done having migraines. And from someone who was having them for 6 months straight every single day, to say that I haven't had a migraine in over 3 months now is amazing. But even outside of that, like during the detox and healing my gut with him, like I was sleeping like a baby. I was waking up so energized. Like, I felt like I had energy throughout the whole day instead of wanting to take a freaking nap every 2 seconds. My lifts at the gym were so much better. Like, I was actually able to lift without being in pain. My digestion is just on point. I don't have any bloating. Honestly, I really enjoyed like his whole food approach too, and I feel like I implement a lot more of those into my diet now, even post working with him, and I'm still just feeling great, and I've been able to sustain everything that he showed me. So if you're struggling with anything and you go to doctors and they tell you you need meds, or they can't fix you, or they just temporary band-aid you, and then a month later you still have the same issue, like, I highly recommend just talking to Diego. I hopped on a call with him before I worked with him just to hear what he had to say, and that really helped me see his plan and what he could do for me. And so I recommend at least doing that with him, and yeah, the dude can change your life. So go for it if you struggle with any of the same things as me.
Hi, I would like to talk a little bit about how Diego has helped me. So a year ago, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. My blood sugar levels were off, unstable, ran high, shortness of breath, fatigue. I couldn't sleep at night. I was up and down all night. Swelling was incredible. I couldn't stand throughout the day. I would be up for about an hour or two, long enough to get my kids to school, and then I felt that I needed to rest because the swelling was just so bad. I started with a functional medicine doctor elsewhere, and I didn't get the results that I was looking for. So I continued to search for somebody else. Then one day randomly Diego popped up in my Instagram feed. So I watched him for a while and thought about it. Like, you know, this guy just really seems like he knows what he's doing. So I reached out to him. Best decision that I made for myself. My energy has been incredible. Sorry, I get emotional. My energy's been incredible. I couldn't keep up with my children, and now I'm able to keep up with my children, which was what I needed. I can sleep at night. I'm not exhausted in the morning. I'm happier. I'm emotional because I had given up hope. I didn't think that this was going to happen for me. I thought this was just going to be the way of life. Best decision, like I said, that I ever made. If you're struggling with your health, you're struggling with hormones, you're struggling with menopause, like myself, all of those things, Hashimoto's, thyroid, all of it, give Diego a try. You will never, ever be disappointed, ever. Thank you so much, Diego, for giving me my life back, and my children are so much happier. Thank you.
When I came to Diego, I was kind of at a plateau in my own fitness life, and nutrition had always been my hardest, so I was really looking for some structure there, and Diego really helped me optimize that. He still is. He's helped me find micronutrients on top of the macronutrients inside of whole foods and whatnot, and I've really enjoyed that. My metabolism has been completely reset. It is so great. My cravings are down quite a bit, which is awesome. I love ice cream, always looking for sweets, but my sweet tooth has actually gotten significantly smaller now. I sleep like a rock. I'm not foggy in the morning, super appreciate that. Just some other things too, my hormones have been a lot more balanced, way more balanced than they've been in a long time. My hair is getting a lot more healthy. I've seen new growth with that too, so that's awesome. I'm feeling really strong. I'm feeling motivated, more motivated than I have in a while. Working with Diego has been awesome. Definitely a 10 out of 10 experience. Some other things people might not expect going into working with Diego is the community. I, as a woman, wasn't really expecting to get a whole lot of community out of working with Diego, but I have met some wonderful women.
Hey guys, I wanted just to take a minute to talk to you about Diego. I am Taryn Poling, and I live in North Carolina. I am a mom of 2 small kids. They're 4 and 6. One is high functioning on the spectrum. I have a boy and a girl. And as I, moved and came into just living in a different city with no family, And as I'm approaching my 40s, I notice, and as my kids are growing up, I notice a sudden shift in my energy levels. And I notice a huge shift with my anxiety. I've always been like a worrier, but it was literally like my anxiety just went from 0 to 100 over the course of like a month or two. And I've slowly been gaining weight after the birth of my kids. I had them pretty close in age. They're like 28 months apart. So after I had them back to back, it was really difficult for me to lose weight. And when I tell you I watched Diego for months, And even before I signed up for Diego's program, I would message him and he would always message me back. It was like I was trying to see if he was like legit. I was trying to see if he was like a real life person. These days there's so many options, you just don't really ever know. And so I watched him for months on Instagram. When he would post something, I would reply or I would question and he would always answer me back. He was never pushy. And then finally I decided to take the jump with Diego in May. And he put me on a regimen that was doable, that was not like changing everything that I was doing. It was just basically adding value to where I was at. We did a flush, and within the first 3 or 4 days of the flush, I instantly felt different. Like I had more energy. I was sleeping better. I was walking. We live in North Carolina. There's a lot of hills here. So I was able to walk, pushing a stroller with my kids. They're like 100 pounds total. I was pushing them up the hills in the afternoon. I wasn't having, just these major energy crashes at 4 o'clock where I felt like I needed to go lay down, because that's not possible with small children. And, I just felt better overall. I'm super, super thankful for Diego. Everything that he has given advice on is not only legit and backed and proven, that he's literally pours his whole being into learning about the body and how the body functions and the mind and all of it and how it all works together. So he's the real deal. And I hope to be able to work with him for a long time. It's been kind of hard for me because I come on and then I have to, take a little break and stuff. But he's honestly the most understanding, positive, just encouraging, non-judgmental coach and person that I've ever worked with, like health and nutrition wise. So thank you, Diego, for being patient with me. Thank you for, not giving up on us. And like you always say, let's go.
So I just wanted to take a minute and send a shout out to my coach, Diego, who has completely changed my life. I found Diego about 4 months ago on Instagram, and I followed him for 2 months before actually taking the plunge and investing in myself. And when I tell you it is the best decision I have ever made, I really mean it. I started to notice pretty good changes within the first week or two, but we're 8 weeks in and I am a completely different person. My day-to-day life has changed drastically, going from being practically bedridden to just being able to get up every morning, work out, take care of my kids. I have 4 small children, and this has just really, really helped me. So thank you, Diego.
Hi, my name is Marcy, and I worked with Diego a few months back. I went to him with major fatigue was my biggest struggle. I had an undiagnosed autoimmune disease, and I gained a lot of weight. Yeah, welcome to womanlyhood. That's what we all talk about. We all want to be a size 0, but that's not how it is. Diego got me on supplements and a meal plan that got me on track, and I can say how many months later I'm still feeling that. I'm less bloated. When I do feel yucky, I do take my sugar check my glucose to see how that's doing, because that was one of the things he had me doing, taking my blood pressure, and that's been under control as well. And I am on absolutely no prescribed medications. So having an autoimmune disease, being 43, life just kind of sometimes hits you hard, but know that Diego will understand you and will help you and figure out what is the root cause of everything. And like you said, gut. Yeah, honestly, gut. Sometimes you eat the wrong things, your gut's off. You have a headache, your gut's off. So think about that. If your gut's off, everything else is off. So reach out to Diego and hopefully he can be your man too.
Hey guys, I just wanted to hop on here and share my experience with Diego's program over the last 13 weeks. I don't generally make videos like this, but anytime I get asked about my fitness journey, I get very excited. And I just want to share this feeling with everyone. I want others to be able to experience this as well. So let me tell you, it has been a life-changing journey, both physically and mentally. So I've always had an interest in fitness, but the long-term commitment wasn't there. That was a struggle for me. My energy and drive would just fizzle out. So over the summer, I reached a breaking point. I realized I needed help. I was dealing with constant migraines, feeling sleepy after I ate. I'd gained a lot of weight around my midsection. I lost muscle. I had terrible acid reflux and no energy to work out. So mentally, I was struggling. Anxiety was hitting me hard. My self-esteem was super low. I was constantly stressed and I felt overstimulated all the time. Even when I tried to relax, my anxiety would just ramp up. So when I reached out to Diego and he suggested a video meeting, honestly, I was super skeptical. I thought, this sounds way too good to be true. I don't even know this guy. Why would I even trust him? But I was desperate and I thought, if I don't take action now, then when am I gonna do it? So I started the program. And I won't lie, it wasn't easy, but week after week, I started noticing small changes, and those little wins gave me the motivation to just keep pushing forward. And so here I am, 13 weeks later, no more migraines, no more acid reflux, a major decrease in anxiety, and a plus. Let me just say my libido has skyrocketed. So I know my husband's thankful for that. So the biggest shift for me though was my confidence boost. I still have a long way to go, but I feel excited when I think about my fitness journey in the future. So if you're on the fence about trying something like this, let me tell you, you're not gonna regret it. It's not going to be easy, but if you're ready to commit and truly become the best version of yourself, it's absolutely 100% worth it. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for me. And I'm so grateful for the changes that I've already experienced and seen in myself. So don't wait on it. This is your opportunity to change. Take that first step. Your future self is going to thank you for it.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I have been working with Diego for about the last 6 months and just want to let you guys know how awesome he is. I can honestly say that in the 6 months that I've been working with him, I feel better. I have more energy. My blood work has come back better. My thyroid levels are normal. I've lost weight. I have gained muscle, which has been amazing. My body just feels better in general, and I feel like I sleep better. And also, he's kind of been mindful of helping me mentally as well about the way I think about food and the way I think about exercise, and that has been amazing too. So I can honestly say I 10 out of 10 recommend him. He's a great support system to have in your back corner, and somebody that I definitely encourage you to give a chance, because he will help you on your health journey. Thanks, Diego.